We're in the Parliament in Edinburgh, just trying to find a cafe for lunch, but we've been in an event with Professor Danny Dorling, and how good it was.
Excellent, absolutely excellent. And just you could have heard a pin drop when he was talking. Everybody was intent, and all very relevant stuff, some really good questions from the audience. Lovely to see so many young people, school.
Yeah, a couple of school parties.
Yeah, and even a tiny baby in there. Maybe a future,
very quiet.
Future First Minister perhaps. But my hackles go up, as they always do when somebody talks about this country, and they mean the UK. And although he was acknowledging there are certain things that Scotland's doing better than England, and he made the point, that isn't good enough just to do that. You know, that's a minimum we should be aiming for. What we should do, countries in Scandinavia in particular, but all over the world. Finland was one he kept coming back to, that are doing much better than us, that we could be aspiring to do. And the thing he said was, it's because they've chosen to do it and because they care. Now, surely that must apply to Scots as well.
He
we
was
care.
This is towards the end, what I'm thinking of when he said, people have to care. They might even have to be angry, but they have to care, and they've got to turn up and do things, and that's the way you get things done. And he made the point, he said, there's no much point in blaming George Osborne or Jeremy Hunt or even Nigel Farage, but think about us, because we're the ones that put them into situations where, to take Hunt as an example, turns out he's a Secretary of State for Health. He knows nothing. Knows nothing about an ordinary person's experience in the UK. He's hardly had any world experience out of a posh school, Oxbridge and the rest of it. And nothing wrong with an Oxbridge background either, but for goodness sake. And I was just quite taken with that. You need to care, and you need to turn up, and
you need to get angry.
You need to get angry, and you certainly need to turn up enough and care enough to vote.
We did turn up at the bookstall hoping to get a book to get them signed, but unfortunately when we got there they'd all been sold out.
Yeah, because we got chatting
to other people. So there's another lesson for you. Decide what you want to do. Go and do that first.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we're on the trail for lunch.
Bye.